What the fuck is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Jesus. I don't know if that was a burp. My body wanted to throw up. I didn't know what. Oh, God. There's not again. I think it was just a burp. Hopefully. Maybe dying. we may be fucking dying, and this may be my last day on Earth. We don't know. Bruh, when I was starting this motherfucking podcast, I fucking. I was about to start it. I didn't have a shirt on because I just got out the shower. And I fucking came in here, set it all up, set this light up, and then I fucking caught a glimpse of myself in my phone, dude. And I looked like one of those fitness influencers just because the lighting. It wasn't because I changed anything. It was just because the lighting was on me in a certain way to where I looked fucking jacked. And I was going to take a picture. And I was like, nah, that's gay ass shit. But I looked fucking great. And that, like, it kind of like opened my mind a little bit because I've watched a lot of videos about how like social media influencers and shit do it, and they always like use proper lighting where they have to have proper lighting. Flex has to be good. Everything has to be perfect for them to look the way they do when they take their pictures. So the normal average Joe like you and I, my name's not Joe by the way, but I don't know if yours is. If your name is Joe, what's up, Joe? How you doing, Joe? But the average guy or woman, what was I talking about? Come on, brain. Give me 1 second. It'll come back. It'll come back. Fuck. Oh yeah. The average fucking person will look at these social media fucking influencers' goddamn pages, and it'll be like, oh shit, I don't look like that. I look like dog shit compared to these people. And I look at myself like that sometimes. And I think I'm trying to get over it. I'm trying to get over the fuck. I got body dysmorphia. I've said that shit before. Something in my brain still sees me as fat. I don't know how to get that out of my head. You know what I'm saying? Because I see myself as I was always fat. You know. Well, when I was really young, I was fucking. My dad tells me I had a six pack when I was really young, but I don't remember that. So from all I remember, dude, I was fat as shit, and now I'm fucking skinny. But I don't see myself as skinny. You know what I'm saying? Even if my body fat goes up just a small percentage, I see that shit immediately, and it could be just from a few days. Like sometimes I go on benders. You guys know me. I fucking go on a food bender or an alcohol bender, and the next few days I'm putting on a bunch, or I'm putting in bunch of calories, and so these calories got to go somewhere. So I see my stomach coming out, and that's when my brain's like, "All right, fat piece of shit, let's slow down here. Let's get our shit back together. Let's reassess and fucking lose this goddamn weight, even though it's not that much." It bugs the shit out of me when my body fat percentage goes up, just because I want to be lean all the time. I want to be able to see my muscles. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be fucking I don't want to be fucking pudgy, dude. I still got this little bit of skin here. I'll show you. There's this little, uh, there's this little, see, a little bit of skin. That's what I'm trying to work on, dude. Because you could see my abs up here perfectly, but down here you can't see them really at all. And it kind of, that's where that and my lower titty. You know what I'm saying? My lower titty. Those are the two areas I've been working on for a little while. I'm trying to get those two areas to be better emphasized on my body. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it, but I'm working on it. You know what I'm saying? It's a goal for me because I look in the mirror and I'm like, yeah, I look great, but here's some features that could be a little better. I could have bigger triceps too. They're all right. They're not terrible. Look at see if the lighting's just right, dude. I look jacked. Look at that. Shoo, shoo. Look. Oh my god. Look at how jacked I look. Then you bring it back. I guess my muscles still look kind of big, but the lighting changes it so much. Look at that shit. It adds so much definition to my arm that's not there. That's insane. That's pretty crazy. But maybe I don't need a fucking. Maybe I just need to get better at lighting, apparently. And then I could become a social media influencer just like the rest of them, I suppose. I haven't been able to do a fucking solo pod like this in a minute. I knew I needed a few podcasts. I said that on one of the last ones. I'm like, just give me a couple because they're going to be dog shit for a while. But I'm getting back into the rhythm. I'm getting back into my brain's rhythm. You know what I'm saying? This new job and I are settling in. So I'm fucking getting back into being able to podcast. And the thing about podcasting is it seems so simple and it looks so easy because you're literally just talking. But like I was talking to myself, like in my brain, obviously, thinking. We call it thinking, Cody. Sorry. I was thinking while I was fucking getting ready to do this podcast that like what am I gonna say? I don't know what I'm gonna fucking talk about. And then like that's what stops you from doing the fucking podcast because your brain's like second guessing itself. It's wondering if it can even do it or not. And it's like, oh shit, I might fuck it up. I might not do well. It might be dog shit. There's all kinds of things that could go wrong, dude. You could fucking mispronounce a word or misspeak or say something stupid. There's all kinds of things that could happen when you're doing a motherfucking podcast. But the thing is, you just do it. You just sit the fucking camera up, you just sit down, and you just get to fucking talking. I don't know what I'm gonna talk about. I got a few things in my brain of what I've been doing and shit, but like, I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna talk about. Like, I was gonna talk about yesterday. I ran 4.14 miles after work. After doing work all day, I fucking got out there. I was gonna go to the gym, and then I convinced myself not to because my legs were kind of sore. So I'm like, let's make them even more sore and work them out a little bit and get cardio at the same time. So I did my old Bago loop, which I just run around Winnebago here in Fort City, and then I fucking got back here, dude. It was rough. It was rough because I haven't ran over a mile in a couple months, dude. I haven't been running much, but just because I've been trying to get back from Arizona and then settling into this new job, I've been trying to fucking. It's been a rough patch. You know what I'm saying? It's not been like, boo, woe is me, terrible. It's been really good, and I'm having a good time in this part. But it was a lot of getting used to, and a lot of adjusting, a lot of adapting. You know what I'm saying? And I'm really enjoying this new job that I'm at, dude. It's fucking sick. It is awesome. I love construction so much. I forgot how much I loved it. I forgot because I did it with my dad when I was younger, and he owned his own business for 20 years. And I got into it when he was just getting over doing the business because COVID was going on and all this other shit was going on. He broke his plow a couple times one winter. So all and my dad operated on only cash for a long time because he didn't want to get loans or be in debt anywhere unless he knew he could pay on things. So he would operate on cash. He'd go and fucking get a advance or a lot of the times, I don't really know how he did it, to be honest. He fucking, I think he would get some money from the customer. Customer has to have the money up front and pays half up front, I think, is what he was doing. And then you go get the materials, you get everything you need, and then you fucking start working and you get the other half when it's done. And that's how he operated for 20 years. But the thing is, you got to have some ties sometimes because a couple things go wrong, like it happened to us, and like one job took way too long, and it took way longer than it was supposed to. We kept finding more problems, and it ended up taking like 2 months instead of 2 weeks, and it was retarded. We were there for so long. A lot of things go that way, especially in construction. And now working in this new job, I'm seeing it scaled up to a different scale where it's like to an extreme where materials and all this shit is to an extreme. The money you spend, the trips you have to go to the store, it's all like basically doubled or tripled at this point because there's so much more employees and people than what my dad and I were doing. You know what I'm saying? Because it really was just my dad and a couple guys for a long time. That's how the way he did it, and he did it successfully. He did it successfully. It was really good business, and it was a good model that I learned a lot from. And I'm glad that he went out and did something like that because even if he's not doing it anymore, he went out and he tried, and he fucking even if the business didn't work out, he could say that he owned a business and he tried and he ran a successful one for a long time. That's something not a lot of people can fucking say. My dad's a really good guy. and I love him. I love him to death. But this coworker that I've been riding with, because I don't want to drive my truck around because I got to do some shit to that. But I rode with this coworker. I've been riding with this coworker to the job sites, and he's a really good guy. He's an ex addict. I'm not gonna say his name just for respect to that guy. Even though he's pretty open about it, he doesn't mind talking about it. I'm not gonna spill his business, and I'm not going to say any more than what I'm going to say. But he's an ex-addict. He's got a family. He's a really good guy, and he loves his dog. He's a really good dude, and I've been talking to him a lot this past month, working side by side with him. I kind of look at myself as his apprentice because this guy is like the master of his craft. He knows carpentry and he knows how to pour concrete. He's really good at both. Damn, I got fucking Sorry, I gotta move my balls around. They're sticking to my legs, man. It's just something you gotta do sometime. This guy's a really good guy, and I feel really fortunate that I got the chance to meet him because I'm learning a lot from him every day. And the more and more we talk, the more and more I take away from what I can do in my own life, and he's giving me business ideas like we were talking about the other day, and he told me he's had this idea for a while. A fucking storage unit. A storage unit is like the perfect business opportunity and business idea. You get fucking a business loan, you go and have concrete poured, build a building, climate controlled or not. You should probably start with the not climate controlled one off the start, just because a lot more people are probably going to flock towards it and it'll be cheaper in the long run. So you build that one and you start renting them out. Then you pay off your business loan. Once you have enough money, you build another building, maybe climate controlled, so that people can store cars and other valuable items that need to be at a certain temperature. And then you just keep expanding and keep expanding and keep expanding until you have a bunch of storage units, dude. It's a fucking genius idea. And I can't believe I've never thought of it before because I'm always looking up ways to make money. And I'm always trying to figure out, how do I make more money? How do I make more money? What can I do? There's only so much you can fucking do. And especially when you're just trying to start out and get a little bit of change to, you need a tiny bit of amount of money, like 10, 20K. And I know that's like 10, 20, yeah, that's a tiny amount. And if you're thinking like in like the way I'm thinking, 10, 20K is a tiny amount because that's just going to start. It's like a ladder, man. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, till you build up to a sufficient amount of money. And then you can either stay, I mean, it's gonna plateau at some point. Everything plateaus at some point. But then you can get in a different business, and this business, and that business, and you can keep expanding, dude. And you can keep giving things back to your community and to your country and to your planet. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of what the fuck is going on in my head all the time. That's what I'm trying to figure out, and I think that I'm gonna be able to do it, especially with the ideas and the people I'm meeting and the things I'm learning. I'm learning so many more skills, how to operate different tools, how to operate different machinery. I'm learning so much, dude, and it's so fucking awesome. I love learning. I haven't been able to watch as many podcasts as I was at Bago. And to be honest, I really haven't been watching any at all. I watched Elon Musk one, and then I watched a few other ones here or there, but I haven't been like consistently watching them every day like I was. But I'm still learning. That's the only thing I wanted. And that's why I listen to so many podcasts at Winnebago, is because I wasn't learning and I wasn't gaining new valuable information that I could use in my own life. You know what I'm saying? And now talking to new people and learning new experiences and watching new things happen, you learn fucking so many more things and new ways of being, and it's amazing, dude. I love it. I love it because that's gonna grow you as a fucking human. And if you're not striving for growth and improvement, you're not really fucking getting anywhere in life. You can fucking strive for a job and this or that. You have to try, see, and it's really fucking hard because I've been trying to do this for a long time, but you got to find balance everywhere. It's not just in your job or in your relationship or this or that. You got to fucking balance it all out. It's so hard because listen, you got all these things: bills, family, job, fucking groceries, all these things that you got to do, right? And you have to do them as an independent adult, right? You got all these things, and to keep them all level and to keep them all prioritized just where they should be. That's your goal in life, or at least it should be, because that's how you're going to be the most successful is if everything's balanced out. And it's not going to always be that way, and it's not going to stay that way. It's hard as fuck. You got to constantly be tweaking things, how you act, what you're doing, this, that. Oh, boo, 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 boo. You got to do all this bullshit, dude. It's hard. It's real hard. Nobody said it was going to be fucking easy. And sometimes I did, yeah, bro. That's why I go on benders and shit. Sometimes, because sometimes I get discouraged. You know, sometimes I'm like, man, I feel like I'm getting to absolutely fucking nowhere, and I'm not doing shit. And I don't remember what me and Chance talked about on the last podcast, but I know we had mentioned some shit like that. But yeah, dude, I know I seem really happy, and I generally am, but I get down just like the rest of us, man. I get sad, I get mad, I get all kinds of shit because life fucking beats on me too. It beats the shit out of me. It beats the shit out of all of us, dude. But you know what? We take it and we fucking make it what we can. I heard from a podcast one time, if life is a game of poker, you don't complain about the rules of poker. You play the hand you're dealt. No matter how shitty or how good your hand is, you have a certain hand. That's all you have. You can't be like, oh, these rules are bullshit. I wish I couldn't fuck. Why can't this one win? I want this card to win. You can't change the rules, dude. That's just like life. You just have to fucking do it, you know? It's just how it is, unfortunately. I'm gonna get some more water. I need some water because I haven't been drinking as much water as I probably should. And you know, it's really hard sometimes because, especially in this new job I got, because I'm doing a lot of heavy lifting all the time, and I am I'm eating more. Just that's what that's the point I'm trying to get across here. I'm eating more essentially, and so that requires more money, and so I gotta. That's the thing, dude. There's never enough money in this goddamn world. Especially when you think the way I think, dude. Because just like I said, 10, 20K is a small amount to me. Because I'm thinking millions. I'm like, I need to figure out how to get big bucks. Like, I'm not $100, $200. Yeah, that's great for a short amount of time. But everybody's living paycheck to paycheck. I don't want just $100, $200, $1,000. $1,000 is great, but it still doesn't last very long, and it can be gone just like that. I want money that lasts a long time, even if it's not in my hands. I don't care whose hands it is. Well, as long as they're not nefarious and they're not using it for nefarious reasons, I should say. Like my kids have it, or I donate it to something, or dude, I don't care. I don't give a fuck. I just want to. I want to build something. I want to build something. That's why I love construction, dude. Because you're destroying shit and you're building shit. I've destroyed so many fucking walls these past couple of weeks, dude, and it's been fucking awesome. You fucking take a sledge or you take a chisel gun and you just fucking block by block, or you just beat the shit out of them if they don't come out. It is awesome, dude. I don't know what else to say about it besides that. It's amazing. I don't know what it's heavy, sure. Yeah. But physically, if you get your body into a good working order, it's not terrible, you know what I'm saying? It's not the worst thing in the world. And so I kind of enjoy it, you know. I not just kind of, I enjoy it a lot. And I love it. I love it a lot, you know. We're at 20 minutes. I don't even know what I'm going to talk about next. So I'm going to drink about my water and think a little bit. Drink about my water and think a little bit? What? Drink my water and think about what I'm going to talk about for a little bit. That's what it was. There we go. Sometimes you just gotta sit for a second and absorb the silence. Silence can be so calming sometimes. especially for a person like me, because my brain's running on and on and on and on and on and on and on, and on constantly think about something, and it's good for some things, but it's bad for others. You know what I'm saying? Like trying to sleep at night, not so great, because then I've learned actually, I've gotten pretty good at it. I've fell into a pretty good routine where my brain just knows, and I get to sleep pretty quickly. But it took me a long time to fall into that routine. It took me a lot of fucking sleepless nights and a lot of fucking getting up early, a lot of fucking going to bed late, a lot of going to bed early. It's it's been a long time, but now I've gotten into a good routine, and I'm trying to keep it that way because sleep is very important. But I haven't had nicotine this week, most of the week. I've had it I've had it almost every day, just not in Zen form and like not consistently, where I can have always have my hands on it. You know what I'm saying? So I've been kind of testing my will and my discipline all week, and it's kind of drained me a little bit. You know, I know, I know you don't need nicotine, and I can survive without it, but it just makes me feel better. I don't know maybe it's because I'm so addicted and I've been using it for so long that it's just wired itself into my brain. I have no idea, but it just makes me feel like a calmer and more focused person. And without it, I just feel all over the place. You know what I'm saying? I got a Zen in right now. I'm about to sneeze, I think. Maybe not. I guess I'm good. I still feel a little tickle, but I guess not. We're good then. But yeah, I just been. I'm trying to fucking teach myself shit, dude. Constantly. I've said that many times. Trying to figure shit out in all facets of life. How do I do this shit? Now, I know that humans can't reach perfect, and there's no perfection when it comes to being human, but I want to reach the closest you can to get to that. And I know that's improving constantly, and it's a slow ass process. And I don't wish it was faster, to be honest, because it's pretty fast already. Especially if you're doing a lot of shit. Every day passes quickly. For me, especially, dude, now that I'm at this new job and I don't hate where I'm at, I don't hate my life anymore. I hated my life, dude, at Bago. I love that place. I still love it, but I'm never going back. I'm never going back. Never, ever in my life. Even if this job doesn't work out, I'm going to another construction job because I want to work construction for a while. I missed it. I didn't know how much I missed it till I got back into it, but that shit is so goddamn fun. Just using tools all day, fucking doing the shit you gotta do. The suckiest part is sweeping and shit, cleaning up your mess after you're done. But even that's not too bad, you know. It's just cleaning, and cleaning goes pretty quickly if you're staying focused and staying adamant to getting it done. You know what I'm saying? But I love it. And Chance is giving me some good news that he's gonna talk to me more about it when he gets home. But he told me that he's figuring out his shop's shit because he runs his shop, and for a while he's been trying to figure out their books and shit. I think we've talked about it on the podcast where it was losing money in it because some things went down in the past where people took some things that they weren't supposed to or took money they weren't supposed to, and so they were losing money for a while. And I think Chance is finally getting to where they're making money significantly more money than what they were making before, and maybe even leveling it out to where they're not going to be going into debt, and maybe they'll be starting to climb out, which is really really good because the way it's looking, he might run that shop one day because he basically already does. He's got his boss, obviously. He's got coworkers, but he runs the office and the numbers and all that shit. So he runs that part of the shop. He basically is keeping the shop and the doors open. He keeps track of the parts. He does all that shit. So he's really excited about it, and he's implementing new systems into there to get them running better and more efficiently. I'm really proud of this guy. He's doing really really well for himself, and I'm glad to see that he's working so hard to get that shop up and running good because for a while he was just so sad about it. He was just down all the time about how things were going over there, and it seems like things are looking up now. And yeah, he's probably gonna hit some downspouts here and there, but he's gonna fucking. I know if anybody's gonna pull that chop up and out, he's gonna do it. Chance is a really fucking smart guy, and he knows a lot about computer shit, and numbers, and all that shit. He's the right guy for the fucking job. He didn't know what he was doing when he started, but he's figuring it out. He's fucking getting shit done. He's cracking. He knows a lot about cars, but he didn't know much about the numbers and the system part of it. Now he's figuring it out, and it's really cool to see it like over time transforming from like it was like a sadness to a frustration to an anger to now he's pretty I wouldn't say he's happy about where it's at, but he's pretty determined and optimistic. I'd say that it's turning around and looking better and looks like it's going to head in another direction, which I'm happy about. I'm really happy for him because he's going to be staying at that shop for a little while, I think. And especially if he turns it around, I think that he can stay there for a decent amount of time. He's going to do really well for himself there. And I think he's going to make a decent amount of money. He's already making a decent amount of money for what he's doing. He's making a, he's making way more than me. I mean, not way more where it's like, oh, 10, $20, but he's making a decent amount more than I do. 26. I'm running out of material, man. I'm getting tired. I'm tired and sore, and I gotta go take some beef out, man, because I'm gonna cook some dinner later. I gotta hit the gym tomorrow. Tomorrow's fucking Friday, finally, dude, because me and Chance went on a vacation fucking last weekend, and we didn't really chill. We just were fucking doing shit. We were just constantly on the move, so we kind of fucking didn't even get to relax or nothing. I've been waiting for this weekend for a long time, so I'm pretty stoked about it. Plus, you get paid. I'm gonna have to do some finagling because my paycheck's kind of low because I had a snow day last week on Wednesday because of that shitty weather we got. We didn't end up working. My boss doesn't like people driving in shitty weather, which is understandable. He cancels at the right times usually. He doesn't just cancel for no reason because he knows we gotta get shit done. Shit, we got about 15 minutes left. I'm gonna fucking probably hit some more push-ups after this. My arms and legs are pretty sore, but I'm gonna do some push-ups, sit-ups, maybe pull-ups because I'm worried about my traps getting smaller. I haven't been really hitting the gym like I used to, man. I won't lie. I've been kind of slowed down on it, but I'm starting to get back into the rhythm. It took, like I said, dude, I was off kilter for a little while. I was just trying to figure it out. I was really tired. Really fucking adapting to a new job is a lot. Not just a new job, but new people and new environment and figuring out what's going on and what you're supposed to be doing. It's a lot. It's a lot. And it's working out though. I'm getting it figured out. And I hope I get it figured out in all facets that I need to, which I think I will if I keep I'm barreling. I'm trying to barrel towards the right path. And I'm thinking about it constantly. What I got to do and where I got to improve and where I can save money, what I can do here, where can I learn there. Oh yeah, I'm trying to figure it out, dude. I'm only 21 and it feels like I've been doing this shit for ages. And I know I haven't because I'm only 21, but goddamn, it's hard, dude. But that mental or that what is it mental endurance? Yeah, it's mental endurance. You got to plow through that shit and just keep trucking. You got to keep fucking trucking along, even though shit gets tough as fuck. And everybody wants to melt down. Trust me, I want to melt down all the time, but you can't melt down. You just got to chillax and figure things out and smooth sailing. We're smooth sailing. What's the words? Um, I forgot. Luke Combs. When it rains, it pours. Listen to that song. That song's playing in my head right now. Song's fire, man. So many songs I listened to that I'd never listened to before, dude. Like just the guitar in them and the fucking. 'Cause I used to only when I first started listening to music, I could only hear the bass. It was like boom because people rap music was way too fast for me. But I won't lie, I was trying to listen to it initially because I was trying to look cool and I was trying to be cool. But I stopped caring about that after a while. Obviously, I don't give a fuck what people think now. But like because I was listening to, like the Ben 10 theme song and I was listening to bonk ass shit. Me and Chance talked about that one day. Fucking I was listening to all kinds of weird shit. Family Guy fucking music and shit, dude. Like I wasn't listening to anything good. And so when I got into rap, it was just like, all right, I gotta figure out how to be cool because I can't be playing this shit out loud. You know what I'm saying? So I started playing it and I started listening to some music, but I could only hear the bass, you know. I could hear slow rappers and then a few words, but as I learned more and more and more, I could hear the words and I could hear more than just the bass. And now that I've like gotten to a spot in my brain where like my it used to be where my brain was just so loud. It was constantly like my brain was louder than everything. I couldn't hear a goddamn thing, dude. It was just so loud. But now it's to a point where I know how to get my brain to focus on something if I really force it to. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it takes a considerable amount of effort, but I've gotten a lot better at it. And uh, now I hear guitar and I hear all the words in them and the lyrics, and I think about them and what they're supposed to mean. And if you know more about the rapper, you know what the meaning behind the song is. It's amazing. I love it. But I'm still not into music like most people get into music because like I don't go searching for it most of the time. Like I just play music. Sometimes I'll look up a song and it'll play another song after. I'm like, oh, that song's fire, and I'll add it. But I don't like go looking for it. I'll add like whole albums at a time. I don't listen to them usually, dude. I don't know what's wrong with me. I usually weed through my music as I'm listening to it. My problem is I don't delete anything, and I got to start deleting shit because some of the music in there is bonk. It is just dog shit, and I leave it in there just because I'm like, oh, skip, fuck that song. But I got to get rid of it so that my playlist is honed to perfection. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I really got to do that actually. I gotta hone my playlist. You know what I'm saying? Only good songs, only shit that make you feel great. Like Juice World makes me feel pretty good too, though. So I won't get rid of that. But like, there's some bonk ass shit in there that like the rappers barely rap and they're not very good at it. And like, yeah, I gotta clear some of that shit out now that I'm thinking about it. But I don't know what else to talk about. I'm sorry the podcasts were kind of slow the past couple of them. I know they weren't as good as they normally are. I couldn't ramble like I am now just because I don't know. I was so tired, and I'm getting to that point now too. I just it was a lot for a while. I'm getting there. I'm figuring it out. I still got my muscles too. I get worried, dude. That's what gets me in the gym. I get so scared that I'm gonna get fat and skinny again. Fat or too skinny. I don't want to get fat or too skinny. I want muscle, and I don't want to get too jacked. I just want to be jacked. You know what I'm saying? A right amount of jackedness to where I'm like, I got enough muscle, but I don't got a crazy amount of muscle. You know what I'm saying? Let's just take a moment of silence. Breathe in, Jesus. Close your eyes and breathe in with me. In through the nose, out through the mouth. And as deep as you can. Wow. Just those few breaths made me feel a lot calmer. I just feel flatline. I don't feel too tired, but not overly hyper. Just chilling, you know what I'm saying? I'm at the right level. Just chilling. You know, big chilling. And you should be big chilling on a feeling in the feeling. I can't rap. Let's try to rap. They say eat me, but I can't eat them because they ain't treating me. Nah, they ain't a treat to me. But I'm the beast. I got a beast in me. I'm the heat. They can't fuck with me. I'm that nigga. I don't pull no triggers. I just got a big brain and I'm trying to make it through this campaign without frying and dying in the rain. I can't rap. That's the closest I've ever gotten though. My name's Cody. I'm trying to rap like I'm the OG, but I ain't. I'm just chilling with my fucking couch, chilling with my mic on a podcast. I ain't trying to make a grouch. I'm just trying to make some positive messages and pass out to the world what the hell I've gone through so that people don't get hemorrhages. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. What are we at here? We're at 36, ladies and gentlemen. We got to keep going. Another 4 minutes at least, but ideally we'd go another fucking 15 just to fucking really plug it in there, you know what I'm saying? But what else do we talk about? What else do we talk about? I'm probably gonna go see my sister this weekend. I miss them. I didn't see them last weekend. I went and saw them on Thursday last week, but I didn't get to see them last weekend, and I didn't get to see my dad either. So I'm gonna go see them. Probably get a few groceries so that food lasts longer. I don't know. There's a lot of shit I could be doing, but there's also a lot of shit that I don't know if I can do. Because you think about a lot of shit, but then some at least in my ah, ah, ah. At least in my experience, I can fix my balls now. You don't even know. They've been bugging me this whole time. And my dick itches. I ain't even gonna fucking lie, dude. I had to itch my dick and fix my balls. But listen, what was I talking about? Let me click this. Boom. Good now? Very nice. Very nice. Alright. Um yeah, in my experience, there's a lot of things you want to do, but you're not you and you try to plan strategically for the things you have to do. Not only have to do, but you, you what am I trying to say? There's a lot of things you want to do and you have to do, right? Obviously. A lot more things you have to do than things you want to do. You know what I'm saying? Obviously. Or at least now. A lot more things that you have to do than you're capable of doing at my age at least. And so trying to balance all that out where you're paying all your bills that you need to pay while simultaneously having a little bit of fun, while simultaneously being able to supply yourself with food for like a week if you need to eat lunch or something, or get something during the week, whatever you got to do. There's a lot of things you can't plan for. That's what the fuck I'm talking about. Ideally, we want to fucking do this shit perfectly, but we can't execute it perfectly. And I try to, and I didn't have any idea what I was doing before, but I'm slowly, very slowly gaining idea. You know what I'm saying? I'm not perfect, and I'm never gonna be perfect, but I'm slowly figuring life out, kind of. I'm still 21. I'm still gonna have a lot of things I gotta figure out, but I'm learning every day, and that's all you can fucking do. You know what I'm saying? You gotta learn constantly. Try to figure out as much things as you could possibly figure out, and learn from as many people as you can. Learn from as many experiences people will offer you. Learn as many skills and trades, and just do as much as you can in this life with what you have, dude. Don't fucking waste it. Don't waste this life away. We only get one of these bitches. Maybe we do get reincarnated. Who the fuck knows? But We only get this life one time. One time. We only get it once. So we got to live it up, dude. Not live it up all the time, though, because you got to have your priorities in order. And that's hard. That's real hard, especially because our brain lies to us. It tries to convince us of shit. Like, oh, I think I could squeeze in a 6 or 12 pack here if I just scrounge a little off the top of this bill here. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not really going to affect me. You know, especially the smarter you get, dude, the smarter you get, the more fucking excuses and the more tricks your brain comes up with. That's where your discipline has to come in. Because if you don't have any discipline, you'll go off the rails so goddamn fast. You'll be like, oh, I know this feels good and I know it's fun, so let's do both. Let's go fucking have a party. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I don't know, dude. I think I'm gonna end this thing. I love you guys.